We're looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. Lawrence working from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lawrence now off the play action. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Etienne can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're going to run with Etienne. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They're going to try with Etienne. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Gurindo. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's got a gain of 6 there. It's DeAndre Prince up to make that play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, Gurindo. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on. 1st and 10
from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun, handoff to Gurindo. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Kittle brings it in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. the give, it's Garindo, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun is Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Now a give to Garindo. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Garindo again. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
A 3rd and 2 QB sneak for nothing, Kate. Well, that leaves a mark. Offensively, it's humble pie. Defensively, it is life-giving.
Mooney knocks it through, and they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lawrence to throw it. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Complete to Pearsall. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up second and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Play action now with Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Purdy setting up that play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Handoff headed right. It's Garindo. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The 49ers trailing in the early going. Offense to the line for second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Purdy looking to throw. This throw is caught. And what a play. He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They'll come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense set for a first and 10. Working inside the red zone. This is hauled in by Ingram. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Catch is made in close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars grow their lead to 8. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Throwing off the play fake here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Purdy to throw it. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So they're left facing third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up.
Oh, he lost the football. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession. Yeah,
and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Connection made to Isaac Guerrero. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. To throw again, it's Purdy. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for two. He's throwing for it. And he brings it in. They go for two and the tie, and it works out. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for two in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. That's Thomas. He's got it.
Over and over. Same play over and over.
And that's a Jaguar first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
ETN on the catch. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down a yard.
Over and over.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They have themselves another first and 10. Lawrence to throw it. He's got, this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there.
That was a fucking pick. Come on, man.
We've got third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Lawrence throwing here. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Looking to throw. Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the one, but goes out just before the goal line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first. Here's Lawrence to throw. The back's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here. ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Yo, boss, that was a pick you threw. You know that, right?
Little able to
Definitely threw a pick right there.
And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bullshit.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh-well 1-2 many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Kittle's got it on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Purdy throwing here on 1st. Kittle brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 5. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. First down, ball at the 36. Purdy setting up that play action. He's on the move. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. To throw again, it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Now it's Purdy. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll try the right side with Guerrero. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Purdy to throw it. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. ETN on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's taken in by ETN. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second and 4. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw it. He'll get this to ETN. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville! Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run, it's Guerrero. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. 49ers losing by 14. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Now Purdy. That's complete to Guerrero. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the 1st. And he moves the chains. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars lead by 15 now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They've got a man in motion. To throw. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They got 24 yards on the play, and that's a 49er 1st down. Play action now with Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Running back sent in motion. One final shot here. And there's our last in image of this game. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the